Okay, let's take a look at GitProtect Jira Backup use case, which helps you to improve your RPO, which is recovery point objective. Just letting you know, RPO is the maximum amount of data measured in time that an organization can afford to lose from a system failure or disaster before it causes unacceptable harm. Or making it straightforward, it says how frequent backup should be done. And as all we know, for huge Jira Cloud sites, it may take a long time to fetch all data from your site and to meet very demanding RPO. It could be barely impossible. It is caused by the Jira size, number of elements we have to protect, combined with Atlassian limitations like, for example, API rate limits. So, how to meet very demanding recovery point objective with huge Jira size? So, first of all, you don't need to back up entire Jira site very frequent, like every hour or two, but only the most important spaces. I'm quite sure there are a lot of different data and spaces in your Jira site which you don't need to protect every hour, but I believe there might be some spaces which requires to be protected every hour or even more frequent. So using Jira Granular Backup plan in GitProtect, you can combine Jira Disaster Recovery Backup with more frequent granular backups covering just the most important spaces. So probably right now you know how to configure everything, but let me use this example and present it directly in GitProtect how to achieve improved RPO. So first of all, let's take a look at the example we have. An Acme company uses Jira Cloud. They have very demanding RPO, which is set to 1 hour for their critical Jira spaces, and these critical Jira spaces are defined as legal related. For compliance, they must have implemented Jira Disaster Recovery Backup, which is a part of their business continuity plan. So how to do it? First of all, we'll have to set up a Jira Disaster Recovery Backup plan, and after that, create additional Jira Granular Backup to cover the most important projects, in this case, legal related, with a way higher frequency. So here we have my GitProtect site. There is Jira already integrated, and in the first step, I have to create Jira Disaster Recovery Backup. So let me assign a plan and create a new one, which is of course Disaster Recovery. Right now, my organization is set, and for Disaster Recovery, all spaces and work items are automatically covered. I have no choice. Everything is right now included. Then in the section data to protect, we have to decide which data we are going to cover, especially if we are going to protect additional ones like assets, automation rules, or attachments. Of course, I recommend to protect all of data we have here, including automation rules and attachments, because disaster recovery backup should cover everything we have to allow us continue our business after incident happens. So let me press save. In the next step, I have to choose one of the storages I already have. Of course, we have to schedule our backup. And as I said, disaster recovery backup is not the fastest one, but let's assume we'll make it every second day of the week at 10 p.m. It might take even a few hours, but still we will be able to complete this backup successfully. Then, in advanced settings, of course, I encourage everyone to enable encryption, and let's name our plan as Jira Disaster Recovery, which is there. Okay, right now our disaster recovery backup is configured and ready to go. So today at 10 p.m., I believe this backup will be triggered. What else? We have to do? We have to create a granular backup to cover our critical spaces which are legal related. So let's make it as legal spaces. And in the next step, we have to choose which spaces we are going to protect. So let's select them and let's type legal as we are going to protect everything what's legal related. So here I have 8 spaces in total. Then in data to protect, I just have to ensure that everything is checked, and it is. I only missing object activity history, but it's not important in this scenario, so we can accept. In the next step, again, I have to choose the storage for my backups and I have to schedule the backup. As I said before, this backup should be performed way frequent than our disaster recovery. So I will switch our scheduler to a custom one. I will stay with a full copy to be done monthly because full copy contains all the data as it already is in your Jira site. Uh, with incremental copy, we pull only the changed portion of the data directly from your Jira. So that's why there is no need to make full copy so frequent, but of course, incremental must meet your RPO requirements. So I'm going to perform full copy at every first day of the month. Let's start it at 6 a.m. and then incremental backup, which is a daily one. Or not daily, even hourly, and I'm going to perform this backup every 1 hour to meet the RPO time I have defined there, which is set also to 1 hour. I'm going to perform this backup every day of the week. And here we can also set our retention, but right now I will stay with default settings. Then we have also to enable encryption in our advanced settings, what I already did. And right now our backup is ready to go. So I can press save and run. And since now I can start protecting my Jira my Jira legal spaces with granular backup, and of course the entire Jira site using disaster recovery. Right now you can see how easy it is. So thank you and may the backup be with you.